If you're working in a veterinary clinic or hospital, or even in a pet crematory where you're dealing with the public, it's really important for you to think through how you want to deal with grief and how you want to help people, to have a plan, or in medical vernacular, a protocol. This is a step-by-step process that you pretty much walk through with each client, each patient, so that it's predictable and it's consistent, and you know what you're going to do no matter what happens in that case. In terms of having a protocol, there are a few things that you really need to think through and have in place. The first would be to have an awareness of what grief is, and to understand that grief is normal. When somebody, a pet or a person, dies, it's a natural response to loss. It's a process that's going to happen one way or the other, no matter what we try to do to stay away from it. Crying, screaming, anger, sobbing, all of that is normal. And the more that you can allow that to happen and be present, the more help you're giving that person, even though sometimes it's hard to be in the room with that. But grief is normal. It's not out of the ordinary. It's not to be prevented. The second thing that's important in a protocol is to know what your role is as a veterinarian, as a staff person, as a pet crematory staff person or provider. Your role is a facilitator. Your role is to support that person. You don't have to change it. You don't have to fix them. You don't have to make the emotion go away. It's to facilitate that emotion and for them to say goodbye. The other thing in a protocol that's important is to know the environment that you're going to have a euthanasia take place in, or where you're going to let people say goodbye to their pets. It should be private, it should be quiet, it should be somewhat home-like and welcoming, not a sterile medical environment if you can provide that to them, so that they feel comfortable and they don't feel rushed. Also, seeing the body is really important. A lot of times people think, I want to shield you from that, especially children. You know, this isn't something you want to see. But we know from research that actually spending time with a dead body is helpful to people. It really validates the fact that death has occurred. And they can go home going, no, I know my animal died, or I know I really said goodbye. Letting them listen to a heartbeat that is no longer there. Letting them stay long enough where they can touch the body and feel that it's getting cold, or that it doesn't respond to them touching it. There's no kind of twitching going on or any kind of movement going on. All of those things are important. They seem harsh in the light of day, but they are actually helpful because they're helping people deal with the reality of death. And the last thing you want to make sure you know as a staff member or a veterinarian is that you have some communication skills, some basic sort of support, paraprofessional support skills that you can use. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of words. You don't have to say exactly the right thing. It's more about what's comforting and what's not a cliche. People don't like to be told, oh, you can get another dog, or, hey, it could have been worse. So it's really important for you to educate yourselves as a staff and understand a few phrases that are supportive and a few actions you can take that people will view as supportive to them.